Hello all, I'm Anusha Mohan and I work as a Senior Project Manager with IQVIA. I carry an experience of close to 6 years with different organizations like Dell Technologies, IQVIA and ENY. I have also worked in multiple roles like Scrum Master, Project Manager, Program and Portfolio Manager. I'm also a PMP, CAPM, ITIL and CIS certified.
Since you joined an agile team, your head's been spinning with all the jargon everyone keeps throwing at you. You have been Googling your fingers to the bone and you know a lot more than you did. But it's hard to keep something straight. So let's straighten two of them out in this video today, and that is iterative and incremental project approach. The incremental project approach is a development approach that slices the product into fully working slices that are called increments. While the iterative development is when teams gradually build up the features and functions but don't wait until each of these is complete before releasing. They release a basic version of each feature and then add to that feature in subsequent iterative releases, usually based on feedback from the basic version released. Here is a diagram to explain how incremental approach works and how iterative approach works. Now the incremental project approach. You can see that at each stage of incremental development, we are going through analysis, design, code, and test phase. And by doing this, we are making sure that the various incremental stages are compatible and cumulatively helping in achieving the required objectives from the software. For example, Cadbury. Cadbury has innovated through introducing line extensions as well as developing new flavors. The brand has also created new formats. Take Cadbury as an example. The popular chocolate bar is now available as a hot chocolate and a snacking bag. By using an incremental approach to innovation, Cadbury has been able to open up additional sources of revenue. Now in this example, we work iteratively. We create rough product or product piece in one iteration, then review it and improve it in different iteration and so on until it's finished. Hence, in iterative model, the whole product is developed step by step. Let's take an example of Apple. Apple has released multiple different versions of each model of its iPod products. The Nano, for example, has evolved from an original slim MP3 player with a very small screen to a tiny square touchscreen version to a longer, thinner touchscreen version. It evolved from a device that could only play MP3 music files to a workout device that has a special Nike app to track workouts and to a device that plays music. Each of these different versions is a different iteration of the same product. The goal is to find the perfect combination of features that will please customers and provide the desired services in the right package. Now, moving on to the differences between iterative and incremental life cycle. The main difference between these two life cycles is that an iterative process makes progress through continuous refinement, while an incremental process makes progress through small increments. For example, in a software project, an iterative approach would be to build the overall solution or product and then refine some of the areas that require improvement. Instead, using an incremental approach involves building and releasing one feature at a time, depending on priorities defined by the customer. With the incremental approach, adaptable to changes in scope is an easier task. The modules can be added to or dropped from the product. Risk can be identified and addressed per module. While in iterative approach, it is easier and simpler risk management. Risk can be identified and addressed per iteration. It works well with customers that need something to kick around to figure out what they need. The incremental approach uses a set number of steps and development goes from start to finish in a linear path of progression. Incremental development is done in steps from design, implementation, testing or verification, maintenance. These can be broken down further into sub-steps, but most incremental models follow the same pattern. The waterfall model is a traditional incremental development approach. Going towards the iterative approach, the iterative approach has no set number of steps. Rather, development is done in cycles. Iterative development is less concerned with tracking the progress of individual features. Instead, focus is put on creating a working prototype first and adding features in development cycles, where the increment development steps are done for every cycle. Agile modeling is a typical iterative approach. So here comes an end of incremental versus iterative approach in project. For any questions and queries, please reach out to us on info@techcanvass.com. You can also give us a call on +91 93 255 66777. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share.